Hello, Miss Delvey. How are you doing, my dear? You guys will have to bear with me tonight. I have literally, I am brain dead. I am very much brain dead. Ah, crap. I just closed out Restream. Damn it. But yeah, I am very, very, very brain dead. I will explain most of that during the opening, hon. Let's just say these guys take training seriously. And the worst part is, I will almost bet you it's going to be stuff, we're training on stuff that I will never use. And the worst part is, the trainer even told us the software that we're using to train with, we're going to curse it. He literally said, you're going to curse this throughout your first 90 days. Or actually, he said up to your first 9 months. Yeah, but the problem is it's kind of like mandatory because you have to get Microsoft Word certified within the first 4 weeks. So I got about 2.5 weeks left to do that. Then there's another Microsoft test for Word. Then there's a PowerPoint test and an Excel test and an Outlook test. You have to have all of those done within 9 months. But you know me, like, I know PowerPoint. I know most of the basics of Word. But this thing said you have to do things very specific way. There's no shortcut keys, no nothing. So it's like, oh my God. Well, like I said, it gets even worse. Or no, worse isn't the term. Better is the term. Because while you're doing that, there are about 616 online video courses you have to take. There are 50 some odd thousand knowledge base articles you have to read. Then there are various rules for various law firms you have to know. And that's even before you get to most of the software. So yeah, this is going to be very, and it's for not reasonable pay for the market. That's the worst thing. If they paid market value, it wouldn't be so bad. It really wouldn't. And that's not counting having to shadow callers all next week. Then they'll be shadowing us the week after. And I'm like, when are we going to have time to do this? And they're like, well, you just got to figure that part out.
Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're believing in my way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're believing in my way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. List Wits. List Wits.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I realize I kind of forgot the tie. Damn it! I was gonna put the tie on today, just so I was SCW ready. But how are we doing, Dr. Jekyll, Angela Law, Wicked Ruby, and Aaron, and everyone else I missed? Freddie, what's good? Ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see, or should be able to see, we made some major changes to the setup. A couple things that I wanted to do was I wanted to specifically thank those of you guys that subscribed and donated. So down at the bottom, you guys will actually see your promotional consideration ad. And I basically went through and I have to manually make every graphic for this based off of your Twitch logo and your user ID. It is not easy to do. That's all I'm going to say, is it is not easy to do, especially since the hair keeps getting in the way and I'm going blind. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to List Wits. Welcome to the one, the only live interactive game show. We come to you live every Wednesday night. I gotta move some stuff around so I can see the chat. There we go. That's better. Now I can see what you guys are saying. I am going to need some advice though when I get to the game scenes, because I don't view these on the Twitch page, so I have no idea how large, how small they look. So I am going to need your guys' advice in that regard. I still look at the TV and not at the camera, and I'm trying to get it where I'm looking at both. The problem is like the PlayStation camera is like right behind the studio, or the PlayStation television is right behind the streaming TV. So it's kind of like I can't really move it any further over as much as I would like to. Nerdy Godfather, how are we doing, my friend? So yeah, like I said, how long have I been doing List Wits? I have been doing List Wits 3 years and just over 2 months. April 24th was our Twitch anniversary. I have been doing... No, I will take that back. 3 years... Well, this is July, June, May, April. 3 years and 4 months. 3 years and 4 months. 3 years, 4 months next Thursday. 3 years, 4 months next Thursday. April 24th, I think, was when I started. April 21st, 22nd, or 24th. One of those 3 days. So we've been here for a while, and we're not going anywhere. We may not always be here mentally when we do the show. Tonight is one of those, as I was talking with Delv during the pregame stuff. I am brain dead. I am literally brain dead. So if you guys throw the Marf questions at me, you guys may actually get the advantage of me today. We have been learning Microsoft Word from a legal standpoint and what you can and cannot do. Yeah, meth hunts. So that's basically all we've been doing this week. And then today, he basically gave us the next training program we use. And even before he gave it to us, he basically said, you guys are going to curse the hell out of this program. You're going to curse the hell out of this program because it says you have to do things in a very, very specific way. I mean very specific. And he says you're going to hate it. Everybody that has used it hates it. But it is absolutely, hey bros, what's good? But it is absolutely mandatory to get MOS certified. You have to do it this way to get MOS certified. So I've got less than 2.5 weeks to get Microsoft Word 2013 Expert certified. So I've got to take 4 training quizzes. Then have to go out on the floor, follow callers. Then the following week I actually have to take calls. During that 2 weeks I have to take my MOS certification test for Microsoft Word. And it's like, when do you make time? And he's like, you'll have to figure it out. And then he says, but you're going to hate the training software. And I'm like, so we have to use the training software? And he's like, yes, you have to use the training software. And somebody said, well, can we do it at home to learn it? And he's like, no, you can't do it. You can't do it on your own time. You have to be here. Yeah, I actually stayed up yesterday while he finished Mine Little French Lady. And I shouldn't have stayed up as long as I did. But I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help. That's like I said, that's why I put the purple on today, and I meant to put the tie on before I started broadcasting. Just to do the full character thing, just without the lederhosen. Because I think that's buried in the closet right now. I think that's buried. Oh, see, you heard party. That's all LED needs is party, party, party. So yeah. So like I said, so during all this time, I got to take this training course. Then I got to go take at least 4 tests. I got to score at least an 80 on the 4 tests. Then when I get to the floor, while I'm shadowing people, or right after I'm done shadowing people, there are about 616 various what they call Traincaster software videos. And we have to do at least, to the way I counted it, to get a full grasp of the position, somewhere around 360 of them. Yeah. And you guys, and I am going to be brain dead. Not to mention during my downtime or my non-work time. I can't do this at the office because they lock it down. So when I'm home, that's the only time I have to work on this. Which means I got to work on I got to finish re-uploading a ton of videos for the background drops. I have to reload a bunch of the games and work on questions and run the show. So you guys will have to forgive me if things don't work 100% like they should. That's all I'm going to say, is you guys have to forgive me. It's not like I can go put the game in the PlayStation and stream the game and be done with it. This show takes a lot of time and work and effort, and I am so glad I have all these skeleton files floating around on a spare USB drive. Heaven help me if that USB drive ever goes down. If that USB drive ever goes down, I'm screwed. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. I will be totally... I'm going to need more than a hammer, Allie. I'm going to need a jackhammer. It's just going to be like drill it right there, because that's where I'm going to need it to get the pressure out. Because, yeah, I got to get 80% on the test Thursday and Friday, or for the Friday test. I got to score 80% on a test next week that I don't even know what it involves, and then I got to score 90% on the last test. It's called no pressure whatsoever, right? All right. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get things started. And like I said, you guys are going to see a lot of changes, so I need your advice on a lot of this. This is one of the major layout changes. This is indeed one of the major layout changes that I have been working on. Bear with me as I got to get this all set up. So again, you guys have to let me know if it looks all right, if you guys can read everything. Is there anything that just looks wrong? That's what I'm needing, is your guys' help in coming up with anything that doesn't look right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, it is time to get things started with the four-letter word. And the four-letter word is, and see, I did this one other reason, so all I have to do, I know which way to point now, is basically, see, there's the four-letter word puzzle right there. We are looking for this four-letter word that goes right down the center of the board. Each letter completes the appropriate word going across. So if you think the word that goes right down the middle is, I don't see anybody give me any four-letter words right off. I don't see anybody give me any four-letter words. You guys are not helping. All right, there we go. Please. So we got sped, ball, Hughes, and beat. A very valid four-letter word, but not the four-letter word that we are looking for. And I'm kind of glad it wasn't the four-letter word we were looking for. I'm kind of glad it wasn't. I would hate for it to have been the very first word to come off the board. And Walrus has done that before. It was basically, I literally hit the timer. Next thing I see is chatbot says Walrus got it right. In addition, I'm trying to think of what else. I think that's it. That's literally my life right now. And that's not counting stuff I gotta do around the house, because I need to get paid so I can go take the mower in so I can go mow the yard before it continues to turn into a jungle. So yeah, my schedule is going to be booked. And unfortunately, guys, I did not find out today what the new schedule is going to be. I thought they were going to get it to us today, but it's actually going to be sometime later, apparently. So as soon as I know, I will tell you guys and let you guys know. So again, guys, let me know if there's anything on this screen that doesn't work, doesn't look right in that regard, because I don't have a lot of time to get things working, but I'm going to take every suggestion very, very seriously, and I'm basically going to bust my butt to get suggestions made. Oh, my alert box is in the wrong spot. Thank you, Miss Ruby. Or actually, no, it's in the right spot. That's weird. Oh, duh. It would help if I turn it on. When you don't turn it on, it actually drops it down into no man's land. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I should have like covered my face on the camera, and it didn't do it. It should have, but it apparently did not. So again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here, welcome to List Wits. Welcome to the one, the only live interactive game show. We come to you every Wednesday, every Saturday. Yes, there are people that actually do shows, but they don't let you be the contestants. And again, like I said, I'm a huge fan of the Geek Generation, but what he does is basically it's the streamers that play, and whoever's in the chat is just a benefactor. Then there are people that do trivia shows, and I'm not talking about Jackbox trivia games. Why is that so loud to me? There. Alright, thanks, Walrus. Like I said, I want to make sure everything was visible. The three big things that I wanted to make sure of. Thank you, Ruby. I thought it was loud, and I'm like, nobody ever says anything. There. That should help. That should help. So the big three changes were, one, I had to get the timer where everybody could see it. That was the hard part. 2, I wanted to get the puzzle on every screen. I wanted the puzzle on every screen. That way, if you guys give up on the 4-letter word, you give up on the trivia games, you give up on the list, you still got something to think about. And the more you think about it, the more obvious the answer might become. No guarantees, it just might. All right, go away. Oh, that was what the problem was. I had one more thing unlocked. So I do have one thing I see that I do have to fix, which is the bottom of, well, no, I think the chat's all right. I think the chat's all right since everything's at the top and pushes down. That was the one I was worried about more than anything. So again, 3 of the big things we added is we added the new border to every screen. And the new border, for those of you that cannot tell, is basically my tribute to Press Your Luck, one of the all-time great game shows of history. I wanted to make sure the puzzle was on the board. And for those of you guys that do subscribe or do donate, down at the bottom, you basically get credit for being a promoter. I'm not going to do it for bits. I'm not going to do it for cheers, because that would just take me way too long to do everybody. So that's why I left those with the contestant row and the executive producer slot and the show director slots. That was basically, I had to leave those where they were. And that's why I left the event list on the screen where I left it. So yeah, that was the key to the whole thing. Was basically, if you donate bits, you're gonna see your name up there. If you donate, if you subscribe, you're gonna see your name up there. If you donate, you'll see your name up there, and so on and so forth. Now, my only problem that I have with this is that apparently when Streamlabs put together the what's it called? There's a term for it now, and I can't think of what it was called now. I'm drawing a blank. But whenever they put together the video graphic portion, so you could like sponsors. That's what it was. They actually called it sponsorship. They put together the widget. Okay, they put together the web source, and then they basically said you can't run it as a widget. You have to run it as a browser source. And I'm like, what? And it's like, yeah, that's how they set it up. And then they set it up so it doesn't constantly loop, which is what is driving me nuts more than anything. Is basically it starts off as set for like 3 minutes, and it'll play 2 minutes, and then the last minute it will loop, and that's it. And I'm like, all you need to do is get the image slideshow so that it loops constantly. So that we're not using up memory doing our own image loops, like my prize pile image loop, which basically bombed the system. And I'm like, you can't do that? And it's like, no, we don't have it set up that way. So I'm going to put in a request to them and ask them basically if they can set it up to have an infinite loop run. Because if it is there, I can't find it. I cannot find it. I don't know where it's at. So we're down to about 6 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 6 minutes for this. See, I like this. I can actually point, and I know where I'm pointing. 4-letter word. Red hot chocolate and a special ingredient. So yeah, like I said, and other than the fact that I am brain dead from all the training I've been doing, all the training that I'm going to have to do, the 6 MOS tests I have to take within 9 months on the clock. It's like, wow, I honestly don't know what I'm going to have time to update. I really don't. So if I goof on some night and pick you guys a game screen that doesn't have a background video and it doesn't have the game ready, I'm going to apologize beforehand. I am going to apologize and just say, yep, I'm frazzled, I'm brain dead, I'm worn out. And like I said, Red, the worst part to me is I don't have a problem with the training. I actually like training. I like getting my hands dirty and learning stuff. This company is basically paying bottom of the barrel. I mean, I have to admit that. It is well below market average for what they're asking. But here's the thing. Or I should say this is the scary part. They bring in about 7 new people every month. 7 new people every month. And it's literally, the turnover is absolutely crazy. The turnover. By the way, Twisty, if you are here, there we go, Twisty. There's your sponsorship tonight. There's your sponsorship for the evening. Dr. Peeper. I know where Twisty is. Twisty's probably all over bugging shy. Twisty is probably over bugging shy. And yeah, like I said, guys, and that does not include what I have to do around the house to take care of the house. Not that, and again, I don't know what my schedule is going to be. I don't know what hours I'm going to work. I honestly don't know anything right now. I don't. So it's one of those cases where just pray for me. That's all I'm going to say is just pray for me. Because I'm going to need it very, very, very much. So yeah, getting back to the game scene. So, and I told Twisted this actually day before yesterday, because he says he was willing to he's going to help me out, try to help me out with the logos for the Streamlabs merchandise, and yes, we are going to get that at some point. He asked me to send him something Monday night he asked me, and I told him, dude, I just blew away 50 game scenes. I blew away 50 of them to redo everything. And it's like, I am in the process, and I use the word process, of getting everything back. And here's the worst part. I love Streamlabs. I really do. But when it hits its software slowdown, oh my God. I have sat there for 5 minutes trying to move one item a fraction of the way up the screen. It was like literally 5 minutes to move one item. And then if I get it wrong, I got to move it again. But the sea chicken, what is good? But the worst part was, I went in and I did a copy of one game scene that I had. It might have been this one. It might have been the 4-letter word I had finished. And I did one copy of this scene. And then I went over to the sources. And I started changing stuff in the new one. And it literally referenced everything back on this one and changed everything on the 4-letter word to the changes I had made. And it was, I was ready to throw the television. I was completely ready to throw the television because I blew up Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Bang Job, and Wordplay. Those were the first 3 I'd worked on. and I copied the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire stuff into a wordplay scene, and then I went in and changed the stuff in wordplay, and just on a hunch, I went back over to the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire screen, and it changed 5 or 6 of those to wordplay functions. And I'm like, what? And then it's like, because I had done everything pace and reference apparently. And then I'm like, oh my God. So I blow everything away, I rebuild it, and then I copied another one over. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like this one has beaten you guys. This one has actually beaten y'all tonight, and that is saying something. The 4-letter word that we were looking for, and the word I think that was throwing everybody off, was word number 2. We were looking for pies. Plain and simple, we were looking for cherry pie, pumpkin pie, lemon meringue pie, chocolate pudding pie, cheesecake pie, pecan pie. All we were looking for today was a bunch of pies. It was the only one we were looking for tonight. And like I said, I kind of figured Bally was going to be the one that threw everybody. I'm sitting there and I'm watching Nerdy as I'm putting this together. And I'm like, I've got a feeling somebody's going to get this one early. And so it was literally 3 minutes before I actually flipped on the pregame screen that I actually finished putting the 4-letter word together. It was literally, I did not get this board finished till 3 minutes before or 3 minutes after I started the pregame stream. So that means nobody is getting an early shot at the vault tonight, which means I have to decide, do we go straight to a list or do I try to pull up a second one that we're testing? I think what we'll do is we're going to pull up one so I don't have to do any talking, and you guys can tell me how it looks. Alright, so bear with me. So this is, and this will be eventually one of the one-player games that you guys know comes up on the wheel. I do have to take out the sound effects for this. I don't like the music at the beginning of this. So it's going to be one. So this is going to be one thing that I do want to. I've got some minor maintenance to do on these, and I'm hoping. I don't think it's pulling up the promotional label. I don't think it's pulling up the promotional label. Damn it! All right, I'll have to figure that out. I have to figure that little trick out. Maybe I left some. Did I leave something off? I may have left something off here. Hold on, let me look. Nope, it is there. So what I may change is basically the subscribers and donators. I may just put like their logo down there at the bottom, so it'll be one per. But it will be a kind of a pick and choose. It'll be basically, if there's a donator, they get first choice of what game they want to promote. Which means right now, Dr. Jekyll actually has first choice. No, I'll take that back. Took has first choice, then Dr. Jekyll, and then a couple of people I haven't seen in a while. Because, yeah, Took's actually been one of my biggest donators. Which means I actually have to get Tukes in here. So Tuke and Talia, it's basically, if there's a game you love that we have done, that you want to be the sponsor for, let me know, and I'm going to basically put your graphic at the bottom of that specific screen. So if you have a personal favorite, let me know. And it can be any of them. It can be the 4-letter list. It can be the vault. It could be the list. It could be some of our one-player quick games. And I apologize. That was louder than it should have been. Yeah, I realize I goofed. Like I said, I apologize, Jack. I'm gonna get rid of that. I saw the microphone, and I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna be loud as hell. I knew it was coming, and I apologize. I even apologized before I did it. So yeah, like I said, too, if you and Talia have a game that you like specifically, let me know, and I will set you guys up as official sponsors of that game. And again, it's up to you. It is complete. It can be. No, it's actually one of those. I knew it was in there. I knew it was loud, and I just completely forgot to remove it. I knew it was in there. I knew it was loud, and I'm like, ah, damn it! You guys are gonna yell at me. You didn't hear any of that What's My Line music, Sea Chicken? Wow, okay. Maybe it's better than I thought. Alright, I gotta move some stuff here. Just so I can see everything. There we go. No. No, we won't. We're not going to do it. You can't force the vault code to be anything in particular. We're not going to force the vault code to be anything in particular. So yeah, if you want to sponsor the vault, you can sponsor the vault. If you want to sponsor, like I said, the 4-letter word, you can sponsor the 4-letter word. If you want to sponsor the list, we'll put you as a sponsor for the list. One of the things I thought about doing is actually putting the sponsors on the game itself, or putting a sponsor on the game itself. So it's basically if there are 2 people that wants to sponsor a game, we would actually have promotional consideration paid for by one person, and then a second sponsor on the game. All right, we will put you down for the vault too, if that's the one you want to sponsor. Jekyll, just so you know, you have second choice in the sponsorship issue. So if there's a specific game you want to sponsor, let me know. And then I gotta remember, I think all my subscribers are tier 1. I think all my subscribers are tier 1. Alright, Dr. Jekyll gets Cluedo. Done. And Nerdy, if you were watching, you get a freebie. Because if it weren't for Nerdy, I wouldn't be here. Plain and simple. I want to say, so Walrus, Yoda, Viali, Jax. I'm trying to remember who else is in on my subscriber list. Viali, Yoda, Walrus, Zusho, who I haven't even seen back since he actually subscribed. Zoo, if you're around, dude, where are you hiding? So yeah, it will basically be Cluedo, presented by Dr. Jekyll, or The Vault, sponsored by Tukaki. And like I said, Nerdy will have his choice. Because like I said, if it weren't for Nerdy, I would not be here. Jax will have one. Yoda will have one. Zusha will have one. Viali can have one. Because like I said, I don't do emotes. I am not good with emotes. I don't even know how to set up the emote system. So I figured this was my best way to do it. Originally, the plan was to, you see all of the flashing pressure luck slots. I was going to originally just put everybody's name in one of those that sponsored something. Hello, Champ! How are we doing, my friend? And I got started with it, and you can probably tell if you will notice the ones in this corner and the ones in that very far corner are kind of lighter than the others. Because my original plan, and I think I was using red at first. The big bucks, the 5,000 in a spin square that was up here at the top, it's up here on the top somewhere. It actually had Red's name on it, because that was the first one I did. And I'm thinking, all right, cool, this is looking good. And then I realized, because I don't watch myself, is the chat stream frozen? Everything looks good on my end, too. Oh, it did freeze. What the hell? Hold on. It did freeze on stream for some reason. Wow, okay. I don't know what happened there. It did stop. The chat's working on the webpage, I know, because I'm seeing everybody's comments. Give me a minute. I'm going to go take a look. Okay, so that's a bug I gotta fix. I will have to fix. I know the chat's working on the chat. So let's see, the chat on what's my line needs to be fixed. Yeah, it's gone completely out. That is weird. All right, hold on. We're good. Well, I'll have to try to fix it after the show. I will try to fix it after the show. In that case, you guys just get to see more of the background. That was one other thing. I kind of wanted to get more of the background videos for you guys to watch, so you guys can see how I make everything different. I'm wondering what happened to the chat, though. I am wondering what happened to the chat. That's a good question. That's a good question. All right, let me try one more thing. It should not affect anything, I hope. If it does, I apologize. Oh, what the hell is that? Gateway timeout? Wow, Restream just went kerthud. Restream just went thud. Wow, I did not. I have never expected that. It's not OBS. It's Restream apparently. It's Restream that croaked. That is weird. That's actually beyond weird. That is actually beyond weird. I have never seen it do that before. Yeah, a hammer will fix it. A hammer will fix a lot of things, Sea Chicken. A hammer will will see a lot of things. No, the network's good. So yeah, it looks like it's the Restream chat that kind of went belly up. At least on that end. Wow. Okay. Well, you know what that means though is you guys can't use each other's guesses to try to guess the answer unless you're watching the web page. So nerdy. Like I said, I don't know if you heard me when I said it, but dude, whenever you get a chance, you get to pick. You are literally my freebie guy. Whenever you get the chance, you actually get to choose one of the games to sponsor. And I'm literally going to put a Nerdy Effect symbol right down there on the very bottom. I'm just glad it's still up on my end, because then I actually would have to like have stuff overlaid on overlaid. I really need two screens, but like I said, I have nowhere to put the second screen. I don't. I got a table over there with just like my. It will be, well, basically, it's basically whenever you pick one that you like that we've done, and I'm putting you down there. You see that rotating banner down there at the bottom? That's where I'm going to put Nerdy Effects logo. Chook is basically claiming the vault. Dr. J is claiming Cluedo. So basically anything, and if you want to claim one of the ones that's already claimed, I'll figure a way to do multiple sponsors. So like, let's see, what I would say countdown, but you hate the math. I'm trying lingo. I think I know you like that one, so that would be one that I would probably that I think you would go well with, but it doesn't have to be that one. You want me to read them off to you? Wait a minute, I can read them off to you. Let's see. We got 1 versus 100. We have all our 5-minute to a fortune games, which is bowling for dollars, brain teasers, by the numbers, coded letters, define phrases, do the math, 11 letters, eye chart, film credits, first letters, flashcards, flight boards, fractured mad gabs, which I have never really used in forever, letter riddles, opposites, reflections, scrambled sentence, sillacrostic, 7 to 5, what's my line, wordsmith. Then we actually get back to the games. 21st question, All-Star Blitz. Are you smarter than a 5th grader? Which I still have to work on. That one's kind of like sitting off to the side. Bank Job, Battle Stars, Beat the Experts, Beat the Pack, Benchmark, Blockbusters, Bob's Full House, Break the Bank, Bullseye. I'm going to try to skip the ones I don't have working. Caesar's Challenge, Camouflage, Cash Cab, Cash Trapped, Celebrity Sweepstakes, Chain Reaction, Cluedo, which has been claimed, Concentration, Countdown, Definitions I've still got to work on, Dirty Rotten Cheater I got to work on, Double Talk Download I have to work on, Duel, I guess, 15 to 1, First Letter First, the 4-letter word, and he gives me a reason to work on it. That's true. It would give me a reason to work on it. All right, so Nerdy gets, are you smarter than a 5th grader? And it'll definitely give me a reason to work on it. All right, so for those of you that are paying attention, this is our current list of lineup. First letter first, four-letter word, greed, hive minds, which we've only ever run once, Hollywood Squares, initial reaction, jackpot, Jeopardy, Joker's Wild, King of the Mountain, lingo, match game we're still working on. I've really got to find time, and this is going to even be worse now. I got to find time to get with everybody on Discord to see if I can get match games set up. It's always been on my high priority list, and I just never do it. $1 Million Chance of a Lifetime, $1 Million Mind, Monopoly, Now You See It, number 1. On a Roll we're working on, Only Connect, Panel Quiz Attack 25, Panic Attack, Perfection, Pointless, Press Your Luck, Pyramid, which I've been promising to rework on, Qubit, one I got, it works, but I do want to change it. Quicksilver, we're still working on. Reel to Reel, Rhyme or Reason, we haven't even started on that one yet. Russian Roulette, Sale of the Century. I always start on Sale of the Century and then I kind of like push it off to the side. Scrabble, Secret Fortune, Seven Keys, Shafted. I have still yet to figure out how to do the singing bee. Nerdy asked me to put that one together, and I actually have the folder up there. And I think it's what? How old is this request, Nerdy? Singing bee has to be at least a 2-year-old request, and I've never gotten around to working on it. Split Second, Stumpers. Oh boy. Tarby's Frame. That's one of those weaker games that I haven't gotten around to. That's the Question, the Challengers, the Chase, the Code, the Exit List, the Faces Familiar, the Great Getaway Game, the Link, the List, the Vault, 3 on a Match, 3's a Crowd, Time Machine, TKO, To Tell the Truth, the Treasure Hunt, Trivia Trap, Trivial Pursuit, Twisters, Ultimatum, Weakest Link, Woo! Which I feel after reading off this list, Wipeout, Wordplay, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and You Don't Say. I want somebody just to remember that list of stuff I quoted. I just basically read you guys off every game that has either been planned, in the works, I've had an idea for, and then that doesn't count the 3 or 4 I just completely skipped that I want to do. Wow. And the thing we were looking for was, as Little French Lady said, all right, Ruby, have yourself a good one. Give little Ruby my best. Was indeed a credit card. Once more, I wasn't listening. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I'll try it in a little bit. I'll try it again in a little bit. I'll even throw in the ones that I have that are like need fixing, not yet working, or still in the works. I gotta get my voice back. That was a long list to read. That was over. That was well over 110 games I've named. That's over 110 games I named, and that's definitely not even all of them. Because, like I said, there are some I've seen that I've wanted to do, and I just don't have time to even put the files together. The funny thing is, I've got the 8 meg USB drive. I think the 8 meg USB drive is officially down to about 120 megs of space, or 8 gig drive. I think it's down to about 120 megs of space for me to put stuff on. So it's like I have got to start getting stuff organized. I really, really have to start getting stuff organized. Ooh. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, with that, let's get over. No. The pictures are just hints. See, chicken. The picture. I wasn't going to put a picture of a credit card up there because I would have given it away in a heartbeat. It actually took Little French Lady, I think, about 6 to 7 boxes to get that one. The pictures are just going to be something that's related, unless it's a person. Um, what are my choices again? So yeah, like I said, I've still, because I don't even have Name That Tune on my file list, and everybody's been like, well, you need to name that tune, and I'm like, well, I can't really do it because I'm trying to avoid the copyright strikes on YouTube. And so it's like that one's just never been. That's the problem the singing bee has. It's like every so often I get an idea for the singing bee, and then I go back and I look and I'm like, I can't pull that off without getting Twitch or YouTube mad at me. So it's a. I'm going to figure it out at some point. I just got to figure out what the workaround is to get to it. The worst part is, if I were doing a song request, I don't think I'd get in trouble. But I can't do song requests because then you guys would actually see what comes up, and it's like that would spoil it. That would spoil it. So yeah, like I said, the singing bee is one that's on my to-do list. The other one that's really on my to-do list is one I didn't mention. It's called High Stakes. I've only ever seen one episode of it, maybe 2 episodes of it. I can't remember. But I love the principle of it. And hopefully at some point that one I'll actually have time to do. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, with that, now because it's Wednesday night, you will see Brandy and Candy pretty much on every episode. All the other games will have one of the ladies or the other. Let's see. Don't say that. That way I can redo it. So yeah, like I said, with this one, Brandy and Candy are going to both be on every episode. On the Saturday episodes, it just will depend on which game gets chosen. Because I set it up so it's like Brandy's on one, Candy's on the next, Brandy's on one, Candy's on the next, and so on and so forth. And then I realized, well, it might go through a streak where we just see Brandy for like every Saturday night for 4 or 5 weeks, and we see Candy every night for 4 or 5 weeks, and so on and so forth. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, it is time for the list. And I had an idea of one I wanted to do. I've got it written down on paper, but I don't know what I did with my notebook for it. So I had to go pick out some that I either might have already used or topics I've already used. They're ones I've either already used or topics I've already used. I don't honestly remember. All right, so with that, so for list number 1, we are looking for heart phrases. We are looking for words and phrases that contain the word heart. All right, so with that, we start the timer now. Heart to heart, heart-shaped box, heartbeat, all good ones, but not what we are looking for. But yeah, I'm sitting at the office, and it was like I'm sitting in the break room, and it's like one of them just kind of like hit me like right out of the blue. It's like I have never done this one before, and it was so easy to put it together. She stole my heart, heart of the sea. You broke my heart. Now, how can I break your heart, little French lady, when I got boxes of stuff just waiting to go out to you? That's all I'm gonna say is I got boxes and boxes piled full of stuff with your and show's name on it. So yeah, like I said, I've got a feeling I've used this one before or one similar to it. So we'll have to see. His heart grew 3 sizes that day, Mr. Grinch. So I meant to ask Nerdy, when's the next SCW show? Because like I said, I know you said you got Freddy's done. I know you said you got Money's done, or Joey's done, and Money's done. Okay, so the other one had heart-shaped box on it. And like I said, there may be some duplicates. There may be some duplicates. Like I said, I was pretty sure Heart of the Matter was on both of them. I was almost certain that was on both of them. But that was one of those phrases where it's just like, all right, we're going to put it down. So yeah, one of these days I actually need to like watch the feedback, the repeat video, just so I can actually get a look and see what you guys see on the stream. I meant to look. Yeah, the gateway is shot for restream. You know what it might be? I know what that might be. It might be my session is timed out. That might be that my session is timed out and I gotta log in to restream on the web page. But the other thing is it gives me some more space. I can actually put some stuff behind the chat. In case the chat does go dead, I can put more graphics up there. What should go up there when the chat goes dead? That's the next question. What should I put up there when the chat window kind of goes into gateway mode? That's a question to ask. Now, one of the things I would like to do is I would like to get the I would love to get a physical poll up there. I need to talk to somebody that uses Stream Elements, I think, and see how they did it. Because I've seen a couple of people, they actually have the poll pop up on the screen. Purple Heart, Jack of Hearts, owner of a lonely heart. So ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here and watching, welcome to Wits. We are the only live interactive game show where you guys can actually win some of the stuff you see behind you and some of the stuff you can't see that's like all over the place. We basically try to give away at least a prize every episode. We try to give away two. Well, we do give away one every episode. We try to give away 2 or 3 every episode. We definitely try to give away 2 or 3 every episode. Bless your heart, Sea Chicken. I gotta see if I missed one. I thought I saw one, but is not there. Okay. Had to make sure. Bury my heart at Wounded Knee. Okay, well, Custer Walrus. So yeah, Twisted sent me the first image that he thinks will work for the shirts. I'll probably put that up and see what you guys think about it. and see if it's good, bad, if it really needs some serious work. I like the idea behind it. I'm not sold on the sunglasses he has on there. So Twisted, it's the only the only thing I'm not sold on are the sunglasses. Just so you know. And I have no idea who's on my host list tonight. I have no idea who's on my host list tonight. Because Zero doesn't broadcast on Wednesdays. Might be Lethal. It might be Lethal's on my auto host list. That's if Lethal will broadcast after the show tonight. The old man, so to speak. He admitted he's getting old. He's getting up to his 30s. You're going to need that rocker at some point, Lethal. I got one to spare, just in case. I heart Huckabees. There's got to be something knuckleheadish. There's got to be something knuckleheadish. It has to be. And yeah, it's amazing the difference Bubbles playing on a computer upstairs and not watching Hulu makes on the stream. It makes a huge difference, apparently. So yeah, like I said, guys, let me know how the new setup looks. I've got the basics in for all of them. So basically, the square, the puzzle, the camera, the game, the hostesses, the timer, those are all there ready to go on every one of them. I just have to go in and take care of the background videos, and that's the worst part. Is every game I have, I want a different background video for. I tried to pick stuff that was related to the game. Netflix is banned in your house. Well, you only got no more than an hour and a half, Walrus. Only no more than an hour and a half. Because yeah, like I said, the Wednesday night games we're trying to get on a very specific time. The Saturday ones, we have no idea how long those run. And then, like I said, I'm going to say I am considering a third night. I am considering a third night, but that will depend on the work schedule. That will definitely depend on the work schedule. Eat your heart out. But I like it where it is. Like I said, I'm still mad at myself I did not put the tie on. Give me a minute. I gotta see if it's over here. I got one, but it's not the one I wanted. Because it's not the black one. It's not the black heart. Or the black heart. The black tie. This is what happens when you forget to charge your vape. My vape is sitting upstairs still charging. Because I was going to do nothing but vape tonight. There we go. Alright, Lethal, am I ready for the next match? Or Nerdy? Why did I say Lethal? I don't know. Am I ready for the next match? Like I said, while NorCal has the title, I'm not going to challenge NorCal for the title. But as soon as he loses it, I'm kicking his butt. That's all I'm going to say, NorCal, is as soon as you lose that title, I'm going to kick your butt. And again, guys, for those of you that don't know, please make sure you check out Lethal. Make sure you check out Nerdy, King NorCal, Norivs. Who else am I forgetting right off the top of my head? Harley and Mr. J. Liquid Lola, Delic, Golden Threat, Moneymaker, Freddy's Ready, Joey Undead, Twisty Sense. I have not seen South in tonight, but South, if you were here, I got a complaint about your stream. So South, if you pop in, I have a serious complaint about your stream. Hey Scuds, what's good? South has been asking me every so often to go in and watch a stream. Well, I don't get a lot of chance to go watch people that play games. Ask Lethal, I rarely stay in his stream when he's playing Fortnite. I'm in, I have fun with him, and then I hit out. My goal is to go see in real life streamers, talk show host, and okay, South's on Shy Stream, and creative streamers. Those are my big three. If people do a trivia stream, I'm there in a heartbeat. That's how I found Zero. That's how I found Too Shy. It's different from Shy. That's how I found the Cave House Gamers. Because they were doing trivia streams. Yep, Nick Knowles' #1 fan. Well, I'm probably like number 2 or 3 on his list. I'm probably number 2 or number 3 on his list. I would love to get my hands on a Nick Knowles signed autograph or signed picture. I really would. So yeah, so South. I'm gonna wait for. I'm gonna say this while you're not here, unfortunately. While it's on my mind, I love Train Simulator. It's a lot of it's entertaining to me. The problem is, South, when I was watching you, you had no sound from the game. You had no chat or no talking during the game. I get if you're like so busy with the game you can't talk to the chatters, but you got to at least say something. It was literally me sitting there watching you in first-person view drive an Amtrak train. It did not have my attention whatsoever. You got to talk. You got to say something. You got to have the game music on, or the game on, with the sound on, if you're not going to say something. I tried to stay, and I just couldn't do it. I could not do it. Scuzz, if you could get me Nick Knowles' picture signed and get it shipped to me, I would give you a sponsorship of one of the games. I guarantee you, I would do it. Like I said, that's my, because we did our little we did our lunch yesterday with the bosses at the office, and the first thing I said to them was, I'm a trivia addict. And I will admit it. For that, you guys have seen my trivia game collection. That's what I have gotten around to collecting, are various trivia games, from the really easy to some of the hardest questions you can ever imagine. And they're like, this place is a fountain of people that just know random stuff. Random stuff about nothing. And I'm like, yeah, but I've talked with some of them. It's basically comic book talk, movie talk, video game talk. I'm like, that's not trivia. That's video games, that's comic books, that's nerdisms, which is near and dear to my heart. But it's not the only thing I do trivia for. Walrus with another one. So far on our list, it's been all Canadians. It's 4 for Walrus, 1 for Little French Lady, And we're down to about 13 minutes left. We're down to 13 minutes on this list. It's amazing. It's basically, this is one of those few times where the list has actually taken a while. And the 4-letter word beat you. You guys did beat What's My Line, but I kind of expect everybody to beat What's My Line with no issues. Just because of the way the game's set up. Is basically, I'm stepping off camera for 5 minutes. Oh, the other thing is, what needs to, when I'm not on camera, my goal is to turn that off. So I'll have it back on in a second. I need to figure out what goes behind the camera. I need to figure out what goes behind the camera. So I want to put some graphics behind the chat in case the chat goes down like it's gone down tonight apparently. I want something to go behind the camera so when I turn the camera off there's something else there. So what do you guys have for suggestions? That's what I'm looking for, is suggestions from you guys. Because again, guys, I'm just the host of this show. You guys are the show. Whether it's everybody having fun, being silly in chat, if it's people playing the game, I'm just the conductor, so to speak. I keep everything like trying to run smooth and level. God knows we fail at that more often than not. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You know, it feels good because it actually has felt like a show. I like the fact, since I moved it back to 7 o'clock, at least on Wednesdays, it feels like by the time I get to the list, I got a groove going. That's what it feels like. It does feel like I've got a groove going. Now that I moved it back half an hour, even though, like I said, I do step on Nerdy's toes a little bit, but I think he'll forgive me for stepping on his toes a little bit because I don't weigh that much. Well, no, I won't say that either because 260 pounds on Nerdy's toes might hurt just a smidge. Well, see, Delve kind of made me mad. Delve made me mad. Delve came in early. She didn't stay for long, and because she does her karaoke thing on Wednesdays, and I'm like, all right, you got to sing one song for me. I want something rockin' country. And she goes, I don't know any rockin' country. And I'm like, it's karaoke. I don't care. I want my redhead singing. I want my redhead singing some rockin' country music. That's all I want. And she's like, well. Then I said, don't forget to make me a video. And then she like ran out and was like, I don't think I'm going to get a video from her. I do plan, I know I haven't been on Instagram a lot. I do plan to try to get back to doing Instagram on a regular basis, just to let you guys know. I have no idea what I'm going to post because, like I said, I cannot take any pictures from the office because they really cracked down on that. And my life right now is literally office, training at the office, coming home and working on the games and yard work, or it should be yard work when I get money to replace or repair the mowers. Kind of sucks when you got 2 mowers and they both went because it's going to cost me a fortune to repair them. So ladies and gentlemen, like I said, for those of you that have never been here before, welcome to List Wits. We are the only live interactive game show. That's why we don't do IRL for our topic anymore. We literally do Trivia 101. I think, if I remember rightly, there are only 2 of us that actually use that topic, and that's myself and Sinal Beats. And Sinal basically does some of the old school 8-bit console game shows off the console. So it's like Family Feud off the PlayStation 1, Family Feud off the PlayStation 2. But he does the same thing that a lot of other people do. It's not a game. They don't have the chatters in the game. It's only their Discordians. And like I said, Discord's great, but Discord should never be your primary target. That I got to thinking about this. We have a Discord channel. We have a Discord voice channel. I'm going to use it at some point, particularly for Match Gang. If we do an All-Star Hollywood Squares game, the Rhyme or Reason game. But I got to thinking about it, and it's like I don't ever have anybody on Discord, even when I'm logged in, because it's one more program that people would have to log into. I get the point, I get the purpose of Discord, but I kind of gotten to realizing that if you're a streamer and Discord is your primary conversation set, you're asking your viewers to do twice as much now. Because A, you've got them talking in the stream chat, or B, you got them talking in the Discord chat and they don't know each other. And it's like, pick one or the other. And I know that sounds weird for me to say. If you are a big streamer, if you are a Dr. Disrespect, if you are a Sinal Beats, if you are a Ninja, if you are Kit Boga, if you are Amaranth, then I get you using Discord. But it's like there are some small streamers I love. Happy to Be Killed. He uses Discord. And I'm like, so you've got people on, so you're watching your Discord chat at the same time you're watching your Twitch chat. So what happens if the Twitch chat is faster or slower than the Discord chat? And I'm like, I don't get it. And it's something that's been bugging me for a while. Is basically, how do you not play favorites? How do you not play favorites? Like I said, we do the chat on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, and StreamMe. But we use a source that pretty much throws them all together, so nobody's getting left out. Nobody gets left out, unless the server just goes completely kaput, and we have to do the reload and everything else. And I got to thinking about that, and I'm like, and then there's the ones that they do the voice chat during the game, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense to do a Discord for, because that's basically your audio chat. And then I'm like, and then you don't have to worry about running extra software like Skype or Zoom or what's the one I'm forgetting? Oh, it is time for a game pause. Little French lady has called for the wheel. And as you guys can see, I shrank the wheel down a bit as well, because my goal was to put everything where it kind of looked normal, or it looked like it could overlap. All right, little French lady. With that, my dear, it is time to see if little French lady gets anything out of the wheel tonight. Oh, do I have to tell you, little French lady? It's a wah, wah, wah. It is no prize for little French lady. Close, but no cigar. She almost got a vault shot out of it. She almost got a vault shot out of it. Rigged. I do not weigh the wheel down. I do not weigh the wheel down in any way, shape, or form. Oh, sea chicken, nicely done. I was kind of thinking somebody had to get this one. I was thinking somebody had to get Heartbreak Hotel. I figured it had to get guessed at some point. So Sea Chicken has broken the Knucklehead's control of the list. Sea Chicken has broken the Knucklehead's control. And that means we're only down to 4 with 4 minutes to go. Somebody had said Heartbroken, and I'm like, nope, I'm not taking that one. This is a very specific title. We're sticking with the title. Hello, Lethal. How you doing, midlife crisis old man? So Lethal, it's 28 and 11 days, right? I saw you say something in Twisty's chat, but I was kind of preoccupied. I was preoccupied working on getting some of my scenes reset. So I missed the actual number. I just remember something about feeling like an old man because of the kids. That's what I do remember that part. And I'm like, dude, just wait till you really are an old man, because then you'll be telling the kids, go do this for granddad. Go do this for dad. See, I can't. I don't have that benefit. I don't have that benefit to work with. There we go. So yeah, we're going to throw Lethal a happy birthday party. Let's see, what day is the 29th? The 29th is a Sunday. The 29th is a Sunday. Can we do an emergency birthday party stream for Lethal? We'll have to think about it. We'll have to think about it. Yeah, they'll be taking care of you. I'm going to say they better be. They better be. That's the rule. Is basically on Dad's birthday, Dad gets taken care of. No ifs, ands, or buts. Hell might freeze over. You never know. I meant to ask Nerdy, how are we doing on the family tree thing? I meant to ask Nerdy how we were doing on the family tree bit. Because, like I said, we figured the way I figure it right off the bat, and these are the only ones I can think of, is basically Twisty and me are brothers. And then he calls Callie and Shy his sis. I call Freddie Uncle Freddie. So that makes me and Lethal cousins. That was my thought process. I didn't go much further than that, though. I did not go much further than that. I thought she spotted Lethal in a bush, or you've been watching too much Fortnite, or he might have been in a bush, or he might have been in a bush. Tundov, what's good, my friend? How are things? So yeah, guys, like I said, I thought I would get an answer to the schedule today, but I didn't. Hopefully in the very near future, we will know something in that regards. I do have a feeling my bowling league is going to get pushed to the back. I just have a feeling I'm not going to have time to do it anymore. I'm going to be heartbroken. No. That's the wrong way to think about it, too. Birthdays get more meaningful because that means you survived another 365 or 366 days. That's the trick to a birthday. It's like I made it from last one. I made 366 days. Let's make another 365. See, I'm of the opposite. Celebrating birthdays may mean less. But birthdays themselves, no. It just means I survived another year, which is a good thing. So, like I said, it just depends on how you look at it. It all depends on how you look at it. Wow, guys, it's a rough night tonight. We have 4 that did not get answered. And I'm going to say, I don't think anybody was close on any of them. I don't think anybody was close on any of them. So the 4 we did not get were your heart isn't in it. Basically, you just don't have the desire, which streamers should know real well when they start feeling burnt out. Number 5, with a heavy heart. With a heavy heart. Number 9, near and dear to one's heart, such as Jinxie is to Lethal, Lethal is to Jinxie, Little Lethal is to Lethal, Little Jinxie is to Lethal. Like, you guys are to me. You guys are very near and dear to my heart. And number 10, I'm surprised. I thought number 10 was going to get caught. And I would have taken any variation of cross one's heart, hope to die, cross my heart, cross your heart, and pinky swear, and all them other things. So those are the 4 that you guys did not get, which means Walrus has 4, Little French Lady has 1, and Sea Chicken breaks up the Knucklehead run with Heartbreak Hotel. Alright, so with that, we load this up. And we have to hope that the vault and the small prize are not behind the 4 that we did not get. So, we're going to reveal those 4 just to see what happens. And we're going to start with, my heart just isn't in it. Oh, and there goes the vault shot. Nobody getting a vault shot on this list. So, it is with a heavy heart I announce there's no vault shot. But there could still be a small prize for someone. Which means we're going to hope that everybody... Now, you got to remember the rules, too. I don't enforce PG or PG-13 or R on you guys. I do enforce the X-rated thing. I just keep myself PG because I want the friends and families to be able to sit around with their kids and enjoy their show. Because you guys are all near and dear to my heart. And like I said, I let you guys get away with pretty much murder for the most part. But I cross my heart and hope to die that other than my rants, you guys will never hear me go over that line. Alright, so no vault, but somebody is getting a small prize. Do I add to Walrus's pile of stuff? Do I add to Little French Lady's box of stuff? Or do I add to Sea Chicken's envelope of stuff? Hey, Cave House, how are we doing? Believe it or not, I usually wear a tie every stream. But Nerdy's actually doing a Streamer vs. Wrestling Federation. And he's got my character created. And my character literally wears a purple shirt and a tie. So he actually finished my character Monday, I think? I think he finished mine on Monday. And in honor of what he did, I figured I had to wear the purple shirt and the tie tonight. I had to. So this is actually my tribute to Nerdy and the work he is putting in for his wrestling federation. If you guys haven't checked out Nerdy, please make sure you do. Nerdy, if you are here, please tell everybody when the next... no, I don't think Nerdy's here at the moment. But basically, Nerdy takes some of his favorite streamers, our favorite streamers. He makes characters for them. And then he simulates everything on WWE 2K18. Alright, so with that, let's see. We gotta go through Walrus first, because Walrus had 4 of them on the heart. And I'm kind of upset at myself, CHG. I missed... Was it yesterday? No, because you guys did Quiplash and Jackbox yesterday, right? So maybe I haven't missed it. Conspiracy Theory is tomorrow, right? Thursday night Conspiracy Theory. I'm trying to remember my timeline because I do want to get your guys' timer in. I do want to get you guys' timer in on my timers. Now I just have to convince you guys to move back during the night some, so it's like a little earlier so I can stay up and watch more. Because, yeah, with the new job, I'm actually having to be in bed by 9:30 or 10 o'clock. So, yeah, Conspiracy Theory, Conspiracy Talk is tomorrow. Dungeons and Dragons is Saturday? And I'm forgetting one. And then the trivia... The PC games is on... The PC trivia games are on Tuesdays. So it's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I think. I don't know. Well, Nerdy's got to do all... Nerdy's got a problem. He's got to do the guys first. And then he's going to go in and do the girls. And I don't know who all is on his female list to be done. I don't know who all is on his female list to be done. Alright, so we got to find out if Red Walrus, Little French Lady, or Sea Chicken is getting the small prize for this board. And the heart of the matter is, it's not Walrus number 1. So, Walrus has been a heart and soul of this show forever, but it didn't do him any good for slot number 2. So Walrus is feeling a little old right now. He's down to a 50% chance. Is he going to feel young at heart and forget the age thing? There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have to add a small prize to Walrus's pile of stuff. So Walrus, congratulations, my friend. You will be getting the small prize for list number 1. What time is it anyway? Oh, it's only 8:30. We still got plenty of times. I think it's stupid, Nerdy. Magnum PI, I understand because it's action. Murphy Brown, no. It's just dumb. I didn't even know about it until somebody said something on your stream tonight. I don't need to see a Murphy Brown show. Magnum PI, I can take. I can live with that. I could live when they did the Chips remake because at least it's action-ish. But I was not a fan when they brought back Roseanne. I'm like, I don't need any more sitcoms. I don't. But then again, I am not a sitcom fan for the most part. That's why I was joking, because I know about the Serenity comics, but I'm like I said, there are two really big shows I'm a fan of. One is Doctor Who, one is Fire. There are a few others, but those are my two and Star Trek. Those are my big 3. And it's like, that's why I love when Star Trek always gets rebooted or reborn, so to speak. They always change it up. How the hell do you change up what Murphy Brown was? How? You can't. It's Candice Bergen and maybe her kid. That's the only thing. And I'm like, that's not going to entertain me. And I'll give you another example. I don't think Full House needs to be remade. I get why. Full House, because they have the kids have grown up now. So there's something to change it up a little bit. But a new Full House show? No. A Murphy Brown show? No. And like I said, that would be like me bringing back a Mary Tyler Moore show just without Mary Tyler Moore. Dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. That's the only way I can put it. That is literally the only way I can put it. All right, so Walrus. Whoop, wrong one. Now, it's going to take a second for this thing to switch over because, like I said, this thing does act up a lot. And like I said, I don't know what actually happened to Restream tonight. That's why you guys are not seeing the chat on the screen. That's why I'm doing a lot of talking tonight. Murphy Brown should be locked away or burnt. I will vote for locked away. It should not be brought back. Plain and simple. It shouldn't be. It's like Nerdy said earlier. It's basically, there's nobody left creative in Hollywood. It's basically, oh, it's time to go through the recycle process. It's literally, I'm honestly trying to think of one sitcom I would actually enjoy a rebirth of. I will give you one. I can think of one, but you would have to seriously revamp it, and I don't know if it's doable. The only one I can think of, off the top of my head, is a Hogan's Heroes reboot. But even that is timed out. I'm going to say that's the only one I can think of that I would enjoy. No, I won't even say Gilligan's Island. Simply because in this day and age, I don't think it would work. In this day and age, I don't think it would work. You can adjust certain things. Like, you could adjust the storyline for a Hogan's Heroes. You could adjust the storyline for a MASH. You can adjust the storyline for Magnum P.I. I'm not sure you can adjust the storyline for Gilligan's Island. Well, you might be able to. It'd be really, really hard, though. But like I said, the problem with Murphy Brown is, what would you adjust? She's got a kid that's grown up, maybe in college. Wow, it's not like I see that, and she works. It's not like I see that on every sitcom nowadays. Mom working, kids in school. All right, Walrus says number 52. And for Walrus, and number 52 is more comics for Walrus. Oh, Angela Law's not here either. Angela Law is not here for this That's who I thought of when Nerdy actually sent me these, and I actually, when he sent them to me, we had nearly a full set. I think it's a full set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it is a full. It is 1 through 6, Walrus. It is 1 through 6, and I'm trying to remember if there were any really good covers on this one, or I should say, any nerdy covers. I don't think there were any like really exotic ones. I'm going to say my favorite doesn't even have the girls on it. I am going to say I like that cover best of all. Wait, let's see. I can't see the screen, so I have to take the final question, Nerdy. The Brain Buster. The Brain Buster. I mean, I'm 6'5". If I hit you with a Brain Buster, that's a big fall to get your head flattened with. It's called the final question. And if there's a secondary finisher, which I don't think there is, I just want a good submission hold. But yeah, I actually loved this cover of all 6 of them. Wait, let me get over to the webcam, Walrus, so you can see this better. Or so I can see it better. There we go. I like that one. You see her in the blade? That one is creepy, scary good. But it is, just so you can see, Walrus, it is issue number 1. And I got to remember where to hold this so you guys can see it. Issue number 2. Look at her standing on all the skulls. Issue number 3. And I think when he sent me this, it was one of those where it's like I was actually glad I didn't have to go pick up the extra one to fill in any holes. But yeah, like I said, that cover is freaking amazing to me. Just her in the battle bags. Then we have issue number 5 of Angela, Queen of Hell. And the Showdown. I don't know. Oh, it is. Okay. And then it's Angela, I keep saying Angela, versus the Mighty 4S. I think this was like, I'm trying to remember. I think this was the reason I held off on reading this, because I was not a fan of them making Thor a goddess. And it has nothing against the female character. Thor is a god. Thor is not a goddess. So yeah, these are actually from Nerdy. And these will now be going to Mr. Red Walrus. And I need my comic book board so I can put it in the back. That's just so I know that it's been filled and it's secure. So bear with me 1 minute, guys. Go add this to Walrus's pile of stuff. Woo! But yeah, like I said, a lot of people didn't like Thor because it was like, oh, they're making all these characters female. And I'm one of these people that's like, I don't care it's a female character. I didn't mind when What's-Her-Name took over the Iron Man suit. It's a female character, no big deal. But Thor is the god of thunder. It does not say Thor, goddess of thunder. And that was one of the very few ones that rubbed me the wrong way. I went back and I thought about it, and I had no problem when Nerdy showed off the Captain America saying Hail Hydra. I'm like, okay, nice. It's a good story. It's a nice hook for a new story. I had no problem with Iron Girl, if that's what we'll call her. But when you take a character based on Norse mythology, and that entire story is set up to be about the god of thunder, You do not say, oh, we need more female readers. Let's make him the goddess of thunder. Hello, Mrs. KTG. How you doing, Sari? That does not, let me make sure I say this word. That does not work. There we go. No, that does not work. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. You do not change Thor. You do not change Loki. If you want a female goddess from the North Pantheon, go make a character of Freya. Go make a character of Freya. Who else am I forgetting? Go make Hel a female character. She was a female character at one point in Norse mythology. You do not change Thor. Yeah, no, only three knots, not 4 walls. You gotta do 3, because double negatives cancel each other out. So you do not work. I had to do it in my head there for a minute because I went with one too many knots myself. Like I said, that is the only character when Marvel made these changes that I'm like, what the? I'm trying to keep it PG. What the frack is Marvel thinking? You don't see them making Wonder Man an Amazon male, do you? No! It's Wonder Woman from the Amazons. That's, like I said, that's the one thing that bugged me with what Marvel did. And like I said, a lot of you guys will say, oh, you're a prude, you just don't want to see strong female characters. Dude, I'm a DC fan. I got Power Girl, I got Wonder Woman, I got Star Sapphire, I got Starfire. I like strong female characters. But, no. And I will give you a good example of how DC did what Marvel screwed up in that regard. If you have not seen it, I suggest watching DC Animation's God and Monsters. I absolutely suggest this. They literally rewrote the backstory for Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. Hello, Harley, Mr. J. How are we doing? It is a fantastic piece of work. It is absolutely fantastic. It completely changed. If they had gone on and done more with it, would completely change the mythos of those 3. Batman was kind of weak, but he's not the Batman I love. But it's like it brought something, and they didn't have to go around farking. There we go, farking with the mythos of the characters. They didn't have to change anything other than the backstory. They left everything else alone, and it was beautiful. So yeah, like I said, I'm on a comic book rant all of a sudden for some reason. It's a short one. There's just like a lot of talking, but somehow I'm on a comic book rant. All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that, what time do we have? We have 9 o'clock. We got time for another one, don't we? Because it's not 9:30 yet. It is not 9:30 yet. So, let's get ourselves. Now, just to show you guys, for instance, Dr. Jekyll has claimed this board for himself. And give me 1 minute. I'm going to add the background source to this, just so it's in there. None of the logos are in here because, like I said, I literally blew away every game source I had. I blew away every one of them. So bear with me 1 minute while I get this open. Oh, it's not what I want. Background videos, that's what I want. I actually found this loop, and I'm like, I want this loop for the Cluedo game. And I just found another problem. Get that out of there for the moment. So this is the background, or what will be the background for the Cluedo game. This will be the background for the Cluedo game. And basically, Dr. Jekyll's getting that one because Dr. Jekyll's one of the people that actually donated money to us. And we're going to put Dr. Jekyll's logo of some sort down on the very bottom. Right now, he will come up, and I don't know if you guys can see it. So, like, there's red. Hey, the chat came up for that one at least. There's Dr. Jekyll. So I'm probably gonna I'm gonna do a little more rearranging and basically put the DHMI logo down under there, or Dr. Jekyll's name down there. Hey DJ, what's good? And this game is permanently sponsored by Dr. Jekyll once it's in there. So that gives me a reason to get that one working. The vault we know works. Nerdy is Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? So if you guys have subscribed, that means Yoda, Walrus, Zusho, Slick Daddy 420, Jax, and I think there's one more. And like I said, I can't see the graphics, so I don't know. If you donate or you subscribe, we're gonna literally turn you into a sponsor for one of the 100 and something games we have. So that's what I'm gonna do for subscribers. And like I said, if I get to a point where we happen to get enough subscribers, I may like put you guys' names in the Press Your Luck boxes that go around the border. That was my original plan. And then I'm like, no, I'm doing a game show. Every game show ended with promotional sponsorship paid for by ba-da-da-dum. And they would list their sponsors. So that's the direction I think I was taking it. I don't ever expect to get 100 plus subscribers. But if we get to that point, that's where all the names are going to go. And I may still put the names on those. I may actually still put the names on those Press Your Luck squares. So that was one of my questions. If you guys are watching on the webpage, can you guys actually see the detail of the lights and the values on the Press Your Luck squares? That's my question. Can you actually see the whammies that are coming up? Can you see the values on? Like I said, the ones that are in the upper left corner. I'm trying to think. The ones in the upper left corner and the ones down in the lower right are a little more blurry because I was testing them to see if I could put Walrus's name on one. I was trying to put Slick Daddy's name on one, and so on and so forth. Okay, cool. So I may still be able to put the names on the Press Your Luck squares. So I still am probably going to do that. That I am probably still going to do that. Like I said, I get to those points where I get that creative moment where it's like I want to do something different, and I will literally blow away everything just to fit that in there. Like I said, I blew away 50 to 75 scenes, or 50 to 75 scenes just to do that border. So it was literally a complete start over. And you guys don't know how painful this has been to get everything working. So again, one of the things I do want to do, and if you guys have any suggestions, I am more than interested in knowing. every so often, where's the webcam? Well, let's get back to one that has a full game on it. So let's get back over to the list real quick. So one of the things that I want to do is every so often I do go away. And I hate having the blank, the empty camera there. So I've seriously thought about putting something behind the camera. So if I turn the camera off, there's another image, there's another something there. But I don't know what to put there. I hate blank space. I really, really hate blank space. So it's one of those, what goes there that works with a game show? What goes there that works with a game show? I'm thinking like a little mini puzzle, similar to the prize puzzle there in the center. But there would be no prizes attached to it. It's just there to say, I can solve that one. And I kind of want to put something in case the chat goes kaput, like it did earlier tonight, where I can drop something. I gotta find it. Where did my restream window go? Yeah, it's being a pain in the butt. So I can do the same thing for the restream chat. So I can put something back there in case it goes down like it did tonight. So again, if you guys got any ideas, let me know. I want them to be along the lines of game show based or puzzle based. So it's like if I'm not on camera, you got something to look at and work out. That was the reason. Hey, Twisty, what's good? No, I don't want to do. I don't want to do the prize pictures because there are so many of them. It bogs down slobs. It literally brings slobs to a standstill. I'm not even gonna pull because the prize scene is still up. I didn't do anything to it. But when I have the prize scene running, it's literally I have to let it run X number of minutes before I can do another scene change. Now, if it's like maybe one prize, one picture, we might be able to do that. I might be able to pull that off. I don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, it is time for list number 2. And for list number 2, I'm going to be honest, Sea Chicken gave me this idea. I got this idea off of Sea Chicken just because it's Sea Chicken. So for list number 2, we're looking for bird phrases. We are looking for words and phrases that contain a bird in them. That does not mean the word bird. So you've been warned. Twisted, you did exactly what I said not to do. It does not contain the word bird. Twist is just like type. So we are looking for words and phrases that contain a bird. There you go, just like Robin Hood. That's what we're looking for. We are looking for words and phrases that contain a bird in them. Jaywalking is good, but not there. Robin Hood, good, but not in there. If I had to pick, I'm going to say number 1 and number 9. I just got a feeling 1 and 9 will be the hard 2. And I don't mean hard number 2. It's going to be the hardest two on the board. Cardinal Sin, not there. Oh, you missed it earlier, Twisted. I even gave you a plug. I even gave you a plug of sorts. Because I said the unofficial sponsor tonight was Dr. Pepper. So you got a semi-plug. You got a semi-plug out of me for Dr. Pepper. Oh, I know what the other thing was. I like the Whisker Biscuit. I'm not so sold on the mustache. Or not the mustache, the sunglasses. I'm not sold on the sunglasses. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for words and phrases that contain a bird in them. Yeah, the mustache, the hands, the Listwitz logo, I liked. Ah, damn, Walrus. I knew I shouldn't have said anything about which one was going to be the hard one. I knew I shouldn't have said a damn thing about the hard one. Where'd my pen go? There it is. Walrus getting the albatross from around his neck and getting the first answer off the list. I'm going to send you a copy of the show's actual logo. So if you can do something with that, I'm going to try to send that to you tomorrow. Because like I said, tonight I am brain dead. I have been brain dead almost all day since The Office. Duck, duck, goose. Don't be a dodo. Your goose is cooked. But yeah, like I said, if you guys saw what I have to go through for the training portion of this job, you'd be wondering how come I'm not like already like loopy as is. And I kind of feel like I have been after today. It was like yesterday, Monday and Tuesday were smooth in training. Today he just threw so much stuff at us, and it's like, wow. For what they're paying us, like I said, it's honestly, it's my only problem with the job. It's for everything they want us to learn. It is way below market standards. Like I said, the one benefit is, even though it's below market standards, I get my hands in on a lot of stuff in terms of software, which is what I love about these kind of jobs. It's just, I even told them, it's like, I like going in deep into software. This feels like it's like you're going to be skimming a lot of surfaces for a lot of software, and it's like, close enough, Walrus. So red with 2 off the board. You guys are just letting this Canadian take them all tonight, aren't you? You're just letting the Canadian take them all. But ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here, welcome to Listwitz. We are the only live interactive game show. We are here every Wednesday night from 7 to about 9:30. And then Saturday, we start about 7 o'clock again. Like I said, we're moving everything back. That's true. Red takes everything but King NorCal's title. Like I said, Nerdy, I'm not challenging NorCal for the title. As soon as he loses it, I want his ass in the ring. Plain and simple. Like I said, we got to get that feud done. We got to get that feud taken care of. Gets thrown over the rope like a girl. No, actually, every time I've been eliminated in the Battle Royal, or the Battle Royal was literally, and I saw it coming, was the drop kick. I will guarantee, I don't know if it's the same in 18, but when he was doing the 2K17 one, it was basically if you were on the apron and he drop kicked you, you were going out. I counted, how many did we have? We had the 12 streamers and the 8 WWE wrestlers. Of those 20, I think I counted 9 of them. Sweet. So you're building them tonight. You're gonna do a few matches tonight or tomorrow. But when we did that Battle Royal in 17, I want to say of the 20 or the 19 eliminations that I counted, 7 of them were thrown over the apron, held on, stood up, and then a drop kick. And I was like, really? Really? The same move to eliminate 7 or 8 people. Alright, so what do we have? We had Wild Goose Chase, Murder of Crows, Swan Song, Goosebumps, Night Out. All good ones, but not there. Stretch Your Stuff Like a Peacock. Twisted, I'm going to give you one free guess. I'm going to take yours and yours only for a different peacock phrase. If you get it right, I'll give it to you. If you don't get it right, I give it back to the channel as a guess. I'm going to give Twisted, because you're close, Twisted, but I can't take it the way you have it. You're on the right track. There we go. I'm giving that one to Twisted. I gave him that was a freebie. Because that was one of those where it was really close, but I couldn't give it to you because it was a different phrase. Now, remember what I said. The word bird is not in this list. The word bird is not in this list. I really need to go see if my vape's charged is what I need. So, I guess my question is, Nerdy, what days are you going to do the WWE stream? Sugarfoot has a lot of faults. There are so many faults, we can't list them all. Now, I noticed Sari's not getting any guesses in. Sari, are you here, my dear? Oh, that reminds me. I need... Okay, so just on your stream nights. Well, like I said, I will get with you and a few other streamers, because I promised Shy I would let her know when my new nights are going to be as well, or my new schedule. And like I said, it really depends on whether or not they have me do... I found out that it will be either 4 10-hour days or 5 9-hour days. No, the duck's already up there, Twisted. One bird, one time. There are no more ducks. There are no more eagles. There are no more loons. There are no more albatrosses. There are no more peacocks. You know me, that's my one thing. When I put these lists together, I try to only, especially when it's a theme list, if it's there once, it ain't going to be there again. Twisted knows the rules. Twisted just don't follow the rules. Twisted's like, your rules? Ouch! On your rules. I'm not even going to use Twisted's phrase for my PG show. The reason I ask is apparently at some point I lost affiliate on Twitch. So I've got to go back. I got to find a way. I got a feeling I have to start doing 3 nights a week. I have this funny feeling I'm going to have to do 3 nights a week to keep the affiliate up. So right now, I'm thinking Wednesday, Saturday, and Sundays. But like I said, that will all change depending on the work schedule. I might bring back the 8-bit tavern, but I've learned that Pi is like ridiculously slow in recognizing console buttons. But I have it. I need to use it. Dead as a dodo. Now, DJ, just remember, the word bird will not be on the list. Just remember, the word bird won't be up there anywhere. It's going to be, you have to name, it's going to be a type of bird. So, jaywalking, make it as a jaybird works. Pigeon-toed worked. Dead as a dodo worked. Now, if I put the word bird in quotes in the title, then it would be based around the word bird. Surprisingly, I don't think I have a bird word list. I'll have to look and see. Bird. So yeah, guys, like I said, so I'm looking for suggestion. As to what to put when I turn the camera off, and what to put when I turn the chat on the stream off. Walrus says I should probably put like some of the prizes. I might be able to pull that off as long as I don't do like all of them. Just put up there you could win like this, or you could win this like so-and-so. That's possible. I've got enough stuff that needs to go out. I could probably do some quick pictures of those. I'm sitting here trying to think how big I need to make those. Like I said, the one thing I really need to do is I really need to go back and like watch an archive, one of these recent, especially like tonight. Gonna shoot chicken, see chicken like a clay pigeon. Just make sure before you cooking, take all the little pellets out. I thought that one was going to come up a lot earlier. I really thought that one was going to come up a lot earlier. Oh, wait. No, because Twisted will use a BB gun. Maybe a Nerf gun to shoot sea chicken. I'm trying to think. I wish I could too, but it ain't going to happen with this new job, Twisted. It ain't going to happen. I will tell you that right now, because that job is going to be stress. But yeah, one of the other things is like, for the first 90 days, I cannot have my phone out. I cannot have an iPad out. I cannot do any internet browsing while I'm at the office because I am going to be apparently so busy I wouldn't even have time to do it. So I'm almost tempted, and I'm going to use the word tempted, to pull the chess set out of the prize pile and take it with me to the office. But what I really need to get is one of those automatic playing chessboards. That's what I need to get, just for the office. Because I'm pretty good at, all right, I'll do a move and then I'll come back to it. A stole pigeon. I think you mean a stool pigeon, sea chicken. Unless you got a real problem going to the doctor. Red Wallace is a mother hen to sea chicken. No, Red Wallace is definitely a mother walrus. And he is definitely a red walrus. It was funny too, because Walrus and I were in on Two Shy. It's a different Shy. We're in there last night because she does her own kind of trivia of sorts. And as soon as Walrus goes in there, she cannot say Walrus's name. It is literally Wed Walrus. And you guys know how much I have problems saying Red's name at times. It was hilarious. Oh, he gave you the Zoidberg cap. He gave you the sweet. He gave you the Zoidberg cap. That's good. Hey, Gunner, what's good? But yeah, because like I said, I like Shy's her trivia night. It's simple, it's fun, and I get a lot of them wrong because of the way she does it. But it was funny because Red comes in there, and I've known him to be in there because he will point her out to me and say she's getting ready to start her show. But he doesn't usually say anything. So I think last night was the first time Red ever actually said anything on her channel. And she goes, "Hi, Wed Rubber," and she stops the walrus line. She doesn't even finish the walrus remark. And she tries it again. And it was, "I just need to know what to call you." It was hilarious. But yeah, Shy's kind of sweet. She does more of a cosplay stuff, so I don't watch a lot of her cosplay streams. But yeah, I was cracking up when she tried that last night, Red. I really was. She figured that out after a little bit, Twisted. She did figure that out after a little bit. She just called him Red a couple of times. So let's see, who have I plugged tonight? Twisty, Nerdy, Lethal, Sinal Beats, Cave House Gamers, Noribs, and I can't remember who else. I plugged somebody else tonight. I know I did. Like I said, there are a couple people I've given up on plugging. They're just too big, and like I said, Nerdy will vouch for me. The moment you turn a chat over to subscriber only chat, you've lost me. You know, the funny thing is that it was literally the day that happened. That was the last day I've ever been in Top Hat's channel. I don't mind the people that are like, well, you got to use proper grammar, you got to use full sentences. I'm like, I get that. You want your stream to be a little more enunciated. But the moment you turn a chat to subscriber only, you've blown it. And I'm going to be honest, it's basically, there are some streamers that have turned their chat into Discord chat only. They're losing me. They've been losing me bad lately. Now, if you use Discord chat, you keep it off to the side, but you keep everybody involved, that's a different story. If you use Discord to do the audio chat or the camera shots, that's a different story. But if you have a Twitch chat that's going, but you turn all your attention to everybody on the Discord instead, no. I know you can mix your Twitch into Discord, but I don't think you can mix your Discord into Twitch. Congratulations, you just alienated part of your population. Doesn't work. It does not work. And like I said, I get it for those streamers that get 15,000 viewers. Okay, that makes sense. But that's why I don't visit streamers that have 15,000 viewers a night. That's why I rarely go into, I will say I've never been in a Ninja stream. I've only been into Dr. Disrespect's twice, to my knowledge. Exactly. It doesn't work. And I can't remember who it was, but there was a streamer that I watched on Twitch. And I get if you don't want to deal with the people that spam the emotes and everything, like, I understand that 100%. But it was, people were talking in Twitch to the streamer, and it was not Kit Boga, because he's always busy, so he doesn't talk to his chat much. Oh, I am drawing a blank now. Who was it I happened to drop in on? It wasn't Stacy Roy. It wasn't Zero Grab. Oh, that was the other one I was going to plug tonight. Was Zero Grab Theater. If you guys haven't seen him, please go see him. Tell them I sent you. Yeah, his chat's set to sub only. And like I said, but he has 10, 12,000 people come in there, or, well, all right, I'll say 10 or 12 is a little large. But he's got like 2,500 viewers. So I get why he does that. If you've got, and I'll even go on the high end, and I'm going to pick on the guy I watched, which was Top Hat. If you've got 100 viewers, you should not be using sub-only chat. It should not be happening. Now, that's why you have the ability to turn off emotes so you don't get flooded by them. That's why you have the ability to do stuff. You want a sub-only chat? It's called make a sub-only room. It's something Twitch gives you, people. It is something that Twitch gives you, is the ability to make rooms where you can make a room and only your subs can talk in there. You can make a room where only your mods can talk. But yeah, like I said, DJ, I'm with you 100%. Anybody that uses Discord as their primary chat when they're streaming, you have screwed up royally, in my opinion. Uh, and the funny thing is, I don't think that's what they ever originally intended Discord to be. I honestly don't, looking back. Oh, I missed Zero screwing up your name, Red. I honestly missed Zero screwing up your name. No. Discord has its purposes. Again, Discord is great for putting video streamers on video on your stream. Discord is great for having voice chat over your stream. Works great for that purpose. For text chat, no. I have Discord. I actually turn it off simply to make sure I don't use it for the voice purposes. But like I said, I am going to eventually work on Match Game, and when I get Match Game working, I will use Discord for that. Will I use it for the text chat? Hell no. Hell to the double L no. Never going to happen. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we had 2 that nobody got. We had 2. And I'm going to say, of the 2, Twisted got one that I didn't think he was going to get, which was Penguin Suit. I kind of expected him to get this one. I kind of expected Twisted to get Eat Crow, because God knows he does it a lot. Yeah, give me a minute, Nerdy. I'll show you what I have for it. It's because that's the one that you're sponsoring, so it gets pushed up. If somebody sponsors one I haven't got working, then I'm gonna promote it to my upper level queue. And number 8, I don't remember if anybody had said Hawk at any point, but we had Watch Like a Hawk. So we had Eat Crow and Watch Like a Hawk as the 2 that we did not get. So hopefully, unlike list number 1, Twisted Walrus. Who? Let's see. Oh, this was all a Twisty Walrus list this time. Twisty and Walrus pretty much got everything on this one. It tastes like. There are just too many ways I could go with that, Twisted, for this still being a PG show. And I don't remember if I just did players and prize, so let's do that again. 0. 1 player, 1 prize. So let's hope there's nothing behind. Oh, I like the Ethan Hawke one. Although officially his name is Hawke. That might have been one where I would have bent my rules for complete words. I like that one. That one I like. All right. Oh, damn. Nobody getting a shot at the vault tonight. That's twice. That's twice. Because the first game, the vault was actually behind one nobody got. That vault being stubborn tonight. And let's hope there's no small prize behind Watch Like a Hawk. All right, no small prize. So that means Twisty or Walrus will be getting the small prize. But we got to take a break because Twisted has decided that we got to pause the game for a wheel spin. So we have paused the game for Mr. Twisted Sense, and we spin the wheel for him. Oh, it's blue, and I don't remember what blue is. What is my blue one? I think he just stole one of your wheel slots. He did. He just stole one of your... Oh, he just stole one of Walrus's list slots. He literally just stole one of Walrus's list slots. I forgot what blue was. All right, so Twisted, would you like, I gotta look what we got. Would you like as a duck takes to water, or would you like the albatross removed from around Walrus's neck? You have 6. It's either number 2 or number 9, Twisted. Number 2 or number 9. All right, number 9 it is. So Walrus no longer has the albatross around his neck. It is now Twisted that has the albatross around his neck. So I guess the easiest way to do this is just to see if a duck takes to water is the small prize. Because if it is not a duck, Twisted has it. Is it crazy as a loon? It is not. Twisted may be crazy, but he is not a winner on it. Did Twisted have to go cold turkey on another slot? Twisted 0 for 2. You knew I was going to draw this out, Twisted. As much as I said I was just going to do walruses, you know I never do that, right? I never, ever, ever do that. So, if it's number 2, I think Twisted's going to make walrus dead as a dodo. Twisted 0 for 3. Is it? Can he claim to be proud as a peacock? No, Twisted can't even claim that. You know which 2 I'm leaving if they're not behind the others. Twisted never dresses up, and there's a reason for it. It's the penguin suits. Oh! Did Twisted's eagle eyes give him the right choice? I swear, folks, I did not intend this. These were Walrus's 2 choices. Twisted stole the albatross. Oh, the suspense is so perfect. The suspense is so damn perfect. Is it as a duck takes to water? No, it is not. Twisted stole the right slots. Twisted did steal the right slot. He stole the albatross, and the albatross was the winning slots. I swear, folks, I have no clue where the 2 are. Oh, that was picture perfect. That was picture perfect, 100%. I love when it actually happens that way in suspense, because it kind of just, you can hear the drum beat in the background. You know, it's just kind of building. Oh, Twisted, congratulations, my friend. You have claimed it on the wheel steal. Is that what we'll call it? A wheel steal? Yeah, we're going to call it a wheel steal. All right, Twisted, with that, my friend. Oh, not the vault. Not the vault. Not the vault. We got to go to the treasure chests. Oh, that's what that was, like a totally accidental, fantastic build-up. Plain and simple. Like I said, I don't ever plan it. whatsoever. I don't, like I said, because I don't know where the actual ones are. All right, Twisty, number 52 is out because Walrus picked that earlier, just so you know. So, Twisted, other than number 52, which treasure chest would you like? $123. All right, 30, 60, 90, 110. Wait, let me make sure. 30, 60, 90, 120. There we go. I can't do math. I told you guys I couldn't do math today. I've been having problems like counting treasure chests tonight. So Nerdy's on his show is like, oh, we're gonna go in and throw math problems at Wits. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna know a single math problem tonight. For Twisty, in treasure chest 123, it is it's another statue. It's another statue. And it's a Garfield statue. Yoda's gonna hate you, Twisted. You know that, right?
Garfield from Prime Video.
It is take 2 aspirin and call me on the 18th tee. I think 8 or 10th tee. Yoda's gonna hate you. You're taking all our Garfields. And ironically, this one still has the tag to it. But yeah, I think Twisted now has, let's see, he's got 2 Garfield statues in his box, I think. The 2 gargoyles, the lighthouse, and the Rough Rider motorcycle. Twisty is becoming a statue collector, plain and simple. So congratulations, Twisted. That will be going to you. So let me get that out of the way so I don't do anything to it. How many statues does Twisted have in here? 1, 2, 3. I don't think, no, the lighthouse is going to somebody else. I can't remember if you get the lighthouse or somebody else has the lighthouse. No, I was just counting the statues, Twisted. I was just counting the statues on this one. Alright, give me a minute. I want to go check something. Because you may have helped me get a little lucky on that one, but I got to check. Okay, now we're good. That's weird because it labeled it something different than what I thought it should have labeled it. No, it did label it Dr. Golf. Alright, we're good. We're good. That's the actual, I think it's the statue of the actual lighthouse that was in Alcatraz. And I think that was the only reason I bought it is because it had Alcatraz on the little name tag. Because the lady had a whole bunch of them, and I think I only bought the one, and I kind of, at the time, was kind of shooting myself saying, I should have just bought the whole lot of them to do it. Just so I could say I had them. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to show this, Nerdy, just so you know. Let me jump over to this. and set this up real quick. See, like I said, I don't mind doing this to set it up because the setup is actually reasonably easy. Loop, close file when active, browse. Just to show you, I am working on it, nerdy. Transform, fetch to screen, and give me a minute because it always takes a second once I load something in on this. Hey, I don't pick the treasure chest, you do. That way I can't, nobody can accuse me of playing favoritisms. You know, the funny thing is that it's like I got a ton of like the McDonald's Happy Meal prizes in there, but nobody ever seems to like pull those on the treasure chest picks. All right, hold on 1 second. And like I said, I'm going a little longer just because when I'm done, I'm going to wrap things up and I'm going to head to bed. Oh, damn, that was loud. That was actually damn loud for a clap. Alright, move, you stupid window. Move! Move! It doesn't want to move. And basically, this is the basic setup right now, because this is, I actually, rather than me redesigning the whole thing, I actually borrowed a PowerPoint presentation that already exists, but by the time I'm done with it, it's going to look a lot different. It will look, it's going to look something similar to this. But I got some finagling I have to do. Which means a lot of VBA programming, or I should say Visual Basic programming, not VBA. It will be a lot of Visual Basic programming to reset this to everything, because the way it's currently set up, when they put this together, they literally put one question to a slide, and I freaking hate that. I absolutely despise any slideshow that is one question to a slide. That to me is like lazy programming. It really is. They basically said, "Oh, this looks cool. Let's use it because it looks good." And I'm like, A, you're wasting space. B, you're using PowerPoint for something that you shouldn't be using PowerPoint for. You really shouldn't, man. There we go. So yeah, it's basically, that's the basics. Again, I didn't design this. So far, I think the only thing I've actually changed is like this scene. But the plan is, I'm gonna like take the, where are they? I gotta find it. So I'm gonna take the kids character photos, and they're gonna be up in this corner, and you basically like choose one of the 5, and it will be a lot like it's gonna be a lot like the Hollywood Squares, and what's the other one? There's another one where the computer is going to basically have 2 possible answers to choose from. One will be right, one will be wrong. But you won't have those 2 choices. So it's like, say you pick first grade animal science, and the question comes up, what's the control center of a cell called? And you don't know it. You can depend on the computer, but the computer has a, I'm trying to remember what I usually program it for. I want to say I programmed the computer to have a 33% chance of picking the wrong answer. I think that's what I usually set it up for. It's basically I have the computer pick one of the 2 choices. If it's the first pick and it picks wrong, it gets to pick again between the same 2 choices. So it literally has 2 chances to actually pick the right answer for you. But yeah, it's got a lot of cleanup I want to do. And I don't know if you guys will actually see this when I end this. It may not show it. It may not show it. Let's try something real quick. I gotta rename that real quick though. That should be game. And like I said, it may not pop it up. It may not pop it up at all the way it should. Yeah, it doesn't show it. But like I said, that's because of how I pre-programmed it to only show the slideshow normally. So yeah, this one's got some work to do, and because Nerdy volunteered to sponsor it, it literally will be getting pushed up. So I will probably spend Saturday working on this one. So again, guys, for those of you guys that don't know, like I said, you see a lot of changes on the screen, including the pressure LUT border that we have added. If you are a donator or a subscriber, I'm probably going to put your name on... I'm throwing stuff around and I shouldn't be. On one of those squares. Here we go. Damn it. To kind of show my appreciation for what you do, or did. So, for instance, like I said, I'll use Red because Red was one of the first ones to ever subscribe. I will probably put Red on one of the larger amounts, and it will just have his name up there. So every so often during the show, his square will pop up, showing that he sponsored the show at some point. Took will be going in there. Dr. Jekyll will be going in there. And like I said, all those names you see down at the bottom where it says promotional consideration paid for, they'll all be getting one of those squares. But everybody gets, hey, Flutter, what's good? Everybody that donates or subscribes, as long as I have them, and like I said, I've got 100+ games that either I have scenes set up for or that I'm still setting up. And to give you an example of that, I literally put this scene together in about 15 minutes. it was like literally 15 minutes for me to put this together. And where's the what's my line? And what's my line? And for those of you that were here earlier, you've already seen this, so don't bother trying to re-guess, because it's not going to do you any good. It's not going to do me any good if I screw up the settings. So this is actually one of the smaller games, but it's still one that if somebody wants to, they can sponsor it. So yeah, like I said, right now, Took is going to be the sponsor of the Vault. Dr. Jekyll is Cluedo. Nerdy will be Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Like I said, he surprised me. I thought he was going to take the Lingo one, because Nerdy actually convinced me to finish putting together the Lingo game. He's been OSHA certified, but the problem is the certificate was written in crayon. You got to remember that, Twisted. It was written in crayon. So, like I said, Jax, Walrus, Yoda, Zoo, Slick Daddy 420. They'll basically get priority. They're basically going to be the first ones. I'm going to send them a message and say, because you donated or because you subscribed, I'm literally going to put you as a sponsor for one of these games, and I've got a lot of them. You ready for this, Nerdy? I'm going to do it again, just for you. So here are some of the examples. We have 1 versus 100. We have what we call bowling for dollars. We have one called brain teasers. By the numbers, coded letter, define phrases, do the math, 11 letters, eye chart, film credits, first letters, flashcards, flight board, fractured mad gabs, letter riddles, opposites, reflections, scrambled sentences, sillacrostics, 3 to 7, what's my line, wordsmith, 21st question, all-star blitz, are you smarter than a fifth grader, bank job, battle stars, beat the experts, beat the pack, benchmark, blockbusters, Bob's Full House, break the bank, bullseye, bumper stumpers, Caesar's challenge, camouflage, cash cab, cash trap, catchphrase, celebrity sweepstakes, chain reaction, Cluedo, concentration, connections, countdown, definitions, dirty rotten cheater, double talk, download, duel, I guess, 15 to 1, first letter first, 4-letter word, greed, high stakes, hive minds, Hollywood squares, initial reaction, jackpot, Jeopardy, Joker's Wild, King of the Mountain, lingo, match game, $1 million chance of a lifetime, $1 million mind, Monopoly, now you see it, number 1, on a roll, only connect, panel quiz attack 25, panic attack, perfection, pointless, pressure luck, pyramid, cubit, quicksilver, reel to reel, rhyme or reason, Russian roulette, sell of the century, Scrabble, secret fortune, 7 keys, shafted, singing bee, split second, stumpers, Tarby's frame, that's the question, the challengers, the chase, the code, the exit list, the face is familiar, The Great Getaway Game, The Link, The List, The Vault, 3 on a Match, Three's a Crowd, Time Machine, TKO, To Tell the Truth, Treasure Hunt, Trivia Trap, Trivial Pursuit, Twisters, Ultimatum, Weakest Link, Woo! Wipeout, Wordplay, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and You Don't Say. And that's just the games that I've either had ideas for or I have started working on. Damn, that's a lot of games. So if anybody counted that, let me know. Because I lost track as soon as I got through the 5 minutes to a fortune short game list. But like I said, that's just games that I've either had in mind or plan to do. There are other games I still want to do that I haven't even started on. There's a game called Fuse I want to do. There's a Boggle I would like to do. There is... I'm drawing a blank on the other one. But there are like a ton of Name That Tune I would like to do, but I just can't pull that one off. No, I repeated it twice tonight, or I said it twice tonight. I am not going for a third time. I am not going for a third time. So like I said, if you are a subscriber, if you are a donator, you can sponsor one of those shows. In addition, like I said, on the Price Your Luck board that's running around the thing, I am going to put names on those to kind of add a little something to it, to say, these are the people that, if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have had the desire, ability, energy, money, life. Well, I don't have a life anyway doing this. But to say thank you. To say thank you. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. So again, like I said, Red, I do need to know which game you want to sponsor. And like I said, I got to get a hold of Yoda and Jax and a couple of other people to see which ones they want to sponsor. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is 10 o'clock, which means it is time for us to wrap things up. I figured as much, Red. I figured it would be, but I had to ask. I had a hunch that was going to be your choice. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up tonight. And I am going to get over to the webcam screen here real quick. And like I said, guys, if you guys have any ideas, like I said, I do want to stick something kind of like behind the camera for a bonus. And I do want to stick something behind the chat in case it does what it did tonight. Which, ironically, I have been wanting to do. It's something I've been wanting to do, is kind of put something back there just in case. Just in case it actually, I never expected it to go down, but it does happen. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up tonight. We will be back on Saturday. Again, 7 o'clock Central is our new start time. And like I said, Saturdays we may even push back to starting at 6. I don't know. Because like I said, we're slowly running out of knowing. We're slowly waiting to find out what our new work schedule is going to be, and it's going to affect the show as to where we're going here. All right, Patrick. I got to come up with a comeback for that one. And the funny thing is, like I said, Lethal used to do it to me all the time, too. He really did. So, yeah, guys, we will be back definitely this Saturday. Maybe I'll know something about the schedule. Maybe not. I'm waiting on somebody in New York apparently to find that part out. Yeah, take you. I know. I'm gonna be, and then I'm gonna come up with something. It's like no, it's going in the command box. So it's like sort of like Twisted's moo or Walrus's whisker. Uh, that's what I'll end up doing. I know I will. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, as we always say, you can exercise the body, and it's the right thing to do. No argument there. But so often people forget the exercising of these. It is just as important, if not even more so, because without this, the rest of it is just a lump of muscle not doing a damn thing. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wish you guys a good night, and we will see you guys on Saturday. And like I said, make sure you guys drop in on Nerdy Effect, and hopefully you guys can see the SCW Wrestling Federation. So until then, folks. Oh! I think my credits have been turned off. Damn. That's not a good sign. Alright, guys, be good, and we will see y'all on Saturday.